as Sunil sort of teased this a little bit earlier as well, but we have a major CleverTap brand refresh that we want to present a quick sort of sneak peek look to our customers. So we've got a couple slides here, which we're going to go through. And so we'll get to the first slide. And so this is our brand new CleverTap logo. And from this, you can ascertain that our brand color moving forward is, or at least our primary brand color moving forward, is going to be red. When we sort of sat around and we started talking about the product innovations that are happening with our solution, with ARC and some other things that haven't been announced yet, we said, we've really got to work on really spicing up the brand and making the brand really represent the product and what we're bringing forth to the marketplace. So for us, we sort of had this inspiration sort of around and it's almost embarrassing to say, but around Tony Stark of Marvel. And we were certainly inspired by the innovative sort of thinking of Tony Stark as we sort of began the process of building the refresh for CleverTap. Let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. So I wanted to just sort of give you guys a sense of how this is going to look. We are rolling out our update in really in just a couple weeks. So when you get into March, you guys are seeing today what you're going to see in the next 2 weeks, which is a brand new, totally updated, refreshed CleverTap. Now, our goal with the brand and the way we sort of think about our company is, we're really in the business of helping our customers help their customers. And so we want to help you provide as much as much engagement and retention with your customers as possible. And so we've really baked a lot of those kinds of concepts into the brand. You will also see in our brand, which will definitely separate us from other companies in the software as a service and software market, that we've got a really fantastic sort of consumer flair that we're bringing to the brand. And my team knows this. I like to use the word memorable. We want to make things as memorable as possible for potential customers, as well as for our current customers, to be proud of the brand that we're bringing, that we're refreshing at this point. Let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. So more sort of imagery for you. I think journeys are what I think about a lot when I think about our CleverTap product and the journeys that our customers are on, really trying to provide the best experience for their customers as well. When we were sort of putting this slide together, I couldn't help but think of our email product and our omni-channel suite, and sort of how vital that is to customer journeys, and really sort of getting those things to work together. And I always thought the word orchestration is the appropriate word for what we're sort of doing as as growth marketers when we're out in the marketplace. It's marketing's always been a bit of art and science. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to how do you orchestrate the campaigns? How do you effectively reach people where they're at with the appropriate message at the appropriate time? We're really trying to bring forth that kind of look and feel and message into the CleverTap brand, as I mentioned, with a consumer flair as well. Let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. I have this fantastic brand team, which is something I'm really proud of here. And our guys, we're working on our upcoming A/B split test product, which we're going to demo for you here in just a little bit. And they came up with this great rendition of using a cat with different color eyes to sort of demonstrate where A/B split testing is sort of headed. And so I just thought I'd share that image with you. We can go ahead and move on to the next slide. And once again, we just wanted to give you guys just a sort of a flavor and a sense of where we're headed with the brand. At the end of the day, I talk about wanting to make the CleverTap brand memorable. I think our customers are often in a very similar boat. And so you're trying to create, experiences that will continue to bring people back into your app. And we're really trying to build more functionality, more product around that concept. And we can move on to the next slide. Okay, so customer insights that blow up your app downloads. Once again, just another fun sort of rendering of an outside ad that we're working on as well. And for me, this is this really it's not just about blowing up downloads, but it's about what you do once you get the downloads. It's about engagement, it's about retention, and it's about being memorable all at the same time. You'll see that we're bringing some wit, some fun, some life into our brand, which is really unlike I think anybody else in the industry. And I know we're all super excited about it. And let's go on to the next slide. So my design team and brand team wanted me to mention the following. They had asked me to make sure to tell you that new swag is in development and is on the way. This is just a sample of some of the stuff that the team is working on, and not displayed here, but in production is the hat I'm wearing today, as well as some fantastic hoodies and some other attire. So we're looking forward to getting that out to our customers at some point over the next quarter or two. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the next slide. So I've been in the Silicon Valley now for 20 plus years. And if there's ever like sort of an underlying tone, a thing that makes a company really great, a lot of times it has a lot to do with customer success team and support. I'm really, having been with CleverTap for about a quarter and a half now, I can tell you that I'm very impressed by the growth programs and plans that that our CS team is working on today, and the amount of hiring that we're doing, and the way we're working on improving QBR processes and how we work with our customers. So, I definitely, hope that we can continue to deliver on that and do even more for our customers. It's really important to me, personally, that our customers are always taken care of, and I'm super excited about the impact of the team as it's growing, and all of the new programs that the CS team is rolling out as well. And finally, on our brand refresh, I mentioned that there is a bit of a sense of humor in the brand. So we'll certainly go to the next slide. So we're bringing you a moment of Zen, brought to you by the team at CleverTap. Just want you all to know we're here for you, and we certainly look forward to working with all of our customers and doing more with you in the future as well. With that being said, that concludes the portion of the sneak peek of the brand refresh. I just want everybody to know that you are the first people outside of CleverTap to see the new CleverTap logo, to see images of the new website, and some of the concepts behind it as well. That being said, I think it is time for us to move back into our product spotlights.